When can we get Boss Lady out of the attic? It's halfway through the week. So here she is. Your host of Halfway Through the Week, Deb LaMotta.
That's right, it's me. And first up is Ari Replay, and I'll be back.
Hi, this is Orbital Smash, and you're listening to Halfway Through the Week on r2rb.com.
And I'm back. Alright, so tonight's show is brought to you by, well, me, along with Wednesday Rally indie artists, collaborators, Joe Booe and Storm Kingdom. Will also highlight ISSA's Indie Artist of the Month and several of the ISSA finalists for 2025, the International Singer-Songwriter Association, which I'm going to be doing from now until till probably October. Once we have the winners in August, then I'll be doing that as well. So, you know what? Make sure you have your headphones on, grab a drink, and I'll return right after the music.
You might feel that you won't be alright. You might wish that you could press rewind. You might feel like hope is hard to find. Just know that you don't have to do it all alone. You don't have to hide the tears that flow. You don't have to know which way to go. Relax and ride the waves, 'cause they know which way to carry you. So close your eyes and wait for the clarity. When you stumble through the darkness, trying to find the light, find the place you're meant to be. Soon the stars will shine on all your dreams. Soon the storm will pass if you believe it. But for now, relax and ride the waves, 'cause they know which way to carry you. So close your eyes and wait for the clarity. When you stumble through the darkness, trying to find the light. When you look right through the glass but can't see to the other side, just remember that life is never crystal clear. But in time, just like every memory, it will all come into focus. No, you're not alone. When the rain is pouring down, when your heart seems to be lost in the shadows, when your eyes are lost and low, just remember when it's over that the sun will shine. When you stumble through the darkness, trying to find the light. When you look right through the glass but can't see to the other side, just remember that life is never crystal clear. But in time, just like every memory, it will come into you stumble through the darkness, trying to find the light. When you look right through the glass but can't see to the other side, just remember that life is never crystal clear. But in time, just like every memory, it will all come into focus. Oh, into focus.
It's gonna be a good day. I can feel it in my bones. It's gonna be a good day. And I'm already gone. Gone, gone, gone. Yes, I'm already gone. Wake up, man. I've been looking at my hands, watching time go by.
www.r2rb.com.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Deidre Patrick, love that song. And before that, Demi Michelle, Into Focus. These are international singer-songwriter... International? Singer-Songwriters Association finalists that I've been playing tonight. As I said, I will be playing them off and on from now till September, October, especially after we get the winners in August. So looking forward to that. All right, what else is going on? Let's see. Oh yeah, I had a great conversation. Well, I did have a conversation with Immaculate Crows, which will be one of my next guests on the R2RB Indie Artist Podcast series. And I had my initial phone call with Bruce on Tuesday morning, and thank goodness for his wife, Carolyn, for getting us connected. For whatever reason, my WhatsApp wasn't going through to him, and then he had an issues, but Carolyn worked it out. They're over in Australia, so it was early here in the morning and in the evening over there, and Bruce and Carolyn were working on mastering their newest single coming out, and I can't wait to hear it. I told them to let me know as soon as they were done mastering it and getting it ready, so stay tuned for that. So be on the lookout. And a lot of great releases this week. Asphalt Jungle with Electric Nights, Freaky Things with Rock Band, Burlos Band with Welcome to My Blues, and of course my Wednesday rally guest tonight, Joe Booe and Storm Kingdom with their new release, Raindrops Fall on Stained Glass Petals. And man, if you haven't listened to that song, it is a good one. And I will be sharing that with you shortly. All right, so the ISSA's 2025 finalists, featured member of the month is Alan Garmonsway. And so let me just give you a little bit from the website about him. Alan's songwriting is multifaceted. He seems to be a man with the mind of a prog rocker, the heart of a folk musician, and the fingers of a blues artist. And add to this the unassuming nonchalance of his personal style and the deep appreciation for the towns and landscapes he lives in, and you get the total unexpected experience that is Alan's Garmonsway, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly, music. Darren Kavanaugh, Jellison, Guilt by Association Records. And I was going through his catalog to pick out a couple of the songs for tonight. Man, it was hard, let me tell you. Alan's music demonstrates his passion for creating music that's both engaging and informative, and he undoubtedly has a bright future ahead as a musician. Absolutely. Alan's songwriting and recording achievements include many. I'm not going to go through all those right now, but I'm going to spin a song from Alan, and it's called Vapor Trails, and I will be back.
Vapor trails fill the sky, thousands of people passing by. Vapor trails, they cannot wait. On their way, they dissipate. Vapor trails, some stay, some go, different directions. I told you so. Paper trails, they're shining through one direction.
Yeah, Vapor Trails Straight to You. Again, that was Alan Garmonsway featuring Lily Jan, and again, I apologize if I mispronounced that name, Lily Jan Rose. I thought that was a nice song. All right, so Alan is over in the UK. His roots are contemporary folk, acoustic blues, and rock, all reflected in his original songs. His albums are mostly all his own contributions, vocals, keyboards, guitar, bass, percussion, and production. And he is steadily building up a reputation for performing his original songs solo on guitar and piano. He has taken piano lessons since he was 14 and then switched to some music theory for a couple of years and taught himself guitar, bass, and drums. And if he listened to band albums of the day like Led Zeppelin, Santana, he found he could easily figure out their music. That always amazes me. How I don't have an ear. I mean, I listen to music, I know what I like, but my grandmother could do that too. Just have that ear and a couple of uncles as well, to listen to something and then be able just to, do it on the piano or whatever instrument. It always has amazed me. And he was able to do that as well. And that opened up the opportunity to join both rock and acoustic bands and get into music. His musical journey so far has taken him to solo performing, writing, and collaborating. So that is about Alan. You can find, if you go to the ISSA, International Singer-Songwriter Association website, ISSA.com, you'll find all the finalists. And each month there is a featured member. And I did this last month, and I'm doing it again this month. I follow so many people on Facebook, and I love you all. And just sometimes I like to take a different route with finding indie artists. So I thought, well, maybe this would be a good thing to be doing since the awards are in August, and I know it. Here we are in June. We are halfway through the year. All right, so I'm going to play one more song by Alan, and as I'm getting my guest tonight, because it is that time, it's the time for the Wednesday Rally Indie Artist of the Week, and this week's indie artists are Storm Kingdom and Joe Booe with their collaboration single Raindrops Fall on Stained Glass Petals, and oh my God, it's really a beautiful song. And Joe and Justin have collaborated on 5 singles: Dark Tower, Hymn of the Ancients, Deuce Lapsus, Under a Crooked Tree, and then, of course, the one for tonight, Raindrops Fall on Stained Glass Petals. So while you're listening to one more song by Alan Garmonsway, and then I'm going to lead into Raindrops Fall on Stained Glass Petals, and that should give me enough time to get both Joe and Joe on the phone. Hopefully it all works out. I tested everything earlier, so bear with me while I do that, and we'll all be back. So don't go anywhere. Make sure you have your headphones, your drink, and you're in your comfy chair, because I will be back.
Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, the day has just begun. The frost has gone, the moon has given way to the morning sun. Leaves are brown and gold, silhouettes of sky so blue. And autumn leaves fall from the trees, reminding me of you. The color of your hair, drifting gently in the breeze. I wish that I was there. On Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, sun's gonna shine so bright on me today. Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, no one's going to take my dream away. Red trees and branches revealing hidden views, seasonal fancies just waiting for the cues. Like an actor on the wing, waiting for his turn. His heart is beating loudly, and the words he says are burnt and etched upon his brain. Like the words I said to you, and I remember them again. On Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, sun's gonna shine so bright on me today. Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, Saturday morning, day has just begun. The frost has gone and I'm left here gazing at the sun on its never-ending way, thinking about the future, but what about today? On Saturday morning, sun's gonna shine so bright on me today. Saturday morning, no one's going to take my dream away. Saturday morning, no one's going to take my dream away. Dream away, dream away, dream away, dream away.
I saw you waiting in the rain, dancing round in puddles and smiling at the clouds above. You didn't notice I was there, listening to the raindrops fall on stained glass petals, songs of love. Dancing on your own, living for the moment. Rain like lonely teardrops fall. You're dancing all alone, in between the rainbows of stained glass colors on the wall. Oh, clouds and rain wash over me, set my spirit free. Rain falls like teardrops from the sky to cleanse the earth and heavens and shade the brilliant sun that shines, reflecting light in all directions. Those watercolored raindrops fall on stained glass petals, fill my mind. Dancing on your own, living for the moment. Rain like lonely teardrops fall. You're dancing all alone, in between the rainbows of stained glass colors on the wall. Oh, clouds and rain wash over me, set my spirit.
All right, and this is halfway through the week. It is also Wednesday rally night, and on the phone I have with me Storm Kingdom and Joe Booe of many different groups.
Yes.
Hey guys,
Man of many bands.
That's it, Joe of many bands. Oh my gosh, how are you? How are you?
That is an insult, but it's the Forrest Gump of the music scene.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Joe, you're a good sport because
Don't worry, I'm trying to catch up. So I'm Forrest
And
Gump.
he's doing a good job of it.
Right?
He's doing a good job of it. He puts out a song a week.
Yeah, and they're fantastic. And then you've got these collaborations. We were just talking about that before we went live. Like, holy smokes! Oh my gosh! All right, for some people who may not know who the heck either one of you are, Justin, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm pretty much a solo musician, and I've been playing music since I was 15. Took it kind of seriously in my, mid-20s. Then family kind of decided to go on my own, and I took music. I love music. I love almost every genre, and I decided to break all the rules and mix whatever I like together, however I like it, and generally to a mythology of some ancient civilization that I love. So.
Yeah, I love that. And when I first started following you, probably last year, and it's just how you put everything together. But you were saying how you mix all the genres together. I mean, that's basically being an indie artist, is being able to do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, definitely don't have anybody telling me, hey, you have to do it this way,
right?
Or you're not going to get recorded or anything else like that.
Yeah, crazy stuff.
So.
Yep. Then there's Joe Booe.
Well, actually, and to be honest, my path was pretty similar to Justin's. I started singing when I was a teenager. I sang in bands with guys from high school and continued in college. And then when I got out of school, continued through my 20s until now. So I've been singing for probably 45 years.
Wow.
And like Justin, I've got an affinity for every genre of music. My parents listened to R&B and Motown and a lot of 60s and 70s music when I was a kid. And I had a cousin who was the drummer. He was about 10 years older than I was, so I got immersed in hard rock and heavy metal at a really young age because he was playing in a band, doing that style of music. And what was the beauty of it? Because I sing for 5 different bands, but I collaborate with a fair number of other artists. And I was fortunate enough to have Christina Vox put me in touch with Justin. I'd already been a fan of his. I loved the fact that he applied no rules to how he wrote or what he did. And everything he does is of epic proportion. It's soundtrack music.
It's amazing.
And it's kind of the greatest adventure soundtrack music you could imagine. So when she posed the opportunity to me to work with Justin, I jumped on it, and we haven't looked back since.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, I know you haven't.
I know. I was completely blown away when he knew who I was and was like, "Dude, I love your music." I was like, "What?" Dude.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Justin's for probably a year because he was one of the first artists I discovered when I got into the indie community.
Oh wow!
And I just loved his stuff because my taste in music is really along that line. And so everything we work on, he'll send me a piece that's not even meant for me, and I'm like thinking, oh my God, I want to work on this song. Everything he sends to me, I'd be interested in working on, whether it's for me or not.
I love that. Oh my gosh. But when you listen to Storm Kingdom and you listen to these songs, these compositions, I mean, you just get so immersed in these songs, Justin, of yours that, I'll sit here and turn on one of your songs and you just have to kind of close your eyes and it just takes you to this never land. It is just absolutely amazing.
Well, that's the big thing for me is that I really want my music to, for people to feel what I'm feeling. And so that's like music is kind of my therapy too for some of the things that, I'm going through. And so when I'm feeling something, whether I'm happy or I'm angry or I'm anxious, when that's really gripping me, I sit down and write and I pour that into what I'm writing.
Wow.
So it is like the barge of, in ancient history where you're trying to tell a story through music and not just write a song.
Right.
But I want you to feel what I'm feeling, and I want you to enter the world that I'm in and trying to tell you a story of.
Well, you're doing an awesome job. Let me just ask you a quick question about it, though. Did you start out in that process right from the beginning?
Yeah, pretty much. Even way back when I was back in Detroit in my 20s, when we were doing, predominantly like death metal stuff, everybody pretty much around there just wanted to like hit as many power chords as hard and fast as you could.
Yep.
And, I got bored with that really fast, and I started putting harmonies in, and I started putting, almost like these chaotic harmonies in it where they're almost mismatching, but brings you into a different type of, harmony in that. And, I had been noticed by a lot of people back then for that because, I wasn't simply just following along and playing the same sound as everybody else did. And then,
you stepped out.
And then especially when I went solo completely on my own, because it's like I'm a multi-instrument. And so I don't look at a song just as what can I play with my guitar. I'm looking at what can I play. Sometimes a song will start with a flute line that I'm playing. And I'll build a whole song around that couple notes.
Wow.
And just build it up from there. Or sometimes even where I'll be almost done with the song, I'll lose the thread, and I'll destroy the whole song, start all over, except for maybe a couple notes, and then I'll rebuild it around that.
That's crazy. Joe, what about you from where you started out, young, singing, rock and roll, till now?
As a vocalist, I get to tell the story of the music, so that's what I really loved about working with Justin is he's got three-dimensional music. It's multi-layered, and it's really symphonic. Everything he's doing, no matter whether it's a metal song or kind of like Raindrops Fall on Stained Glass Petals, where it's really just this beautiful, evocative song. There are multiple layers to it, and I've always kind of prided myself on not just doing lead vocals. I like to do harmonies, and I'll do polyharmonies, so I lay all the background vocals as well. So what he's doing musically, I try to do vocally, and so it's a perfect marriage of voice and music, and it gives me the opportunity to listen to the music and then tell the story. So Justin names each of the pieces that he sends me, and I try to stick with the name. In fact, each one of them, the name has stayed, and then I built the story around the name.
Wow.
And I'd ask him, give me a little bit of background, and so Under a Crooked Tree, he told me this is about a centurion from the 9th Legion, and he's dying under a crooked tree, running from his enemies. And so it gave me the opportunity to dive into the history of that and do the same with some of the other pieces that we've done and really tell the story as I hear it, as he's playing it. And from a lyricist's perspective, that's the ultimate tapestry because I can hear it's not just three power chords and just straightforward, 4/4 rock and roll. He's doing stuff that's really should be played by an orchestra.
Right.
So he is the orchestra.
Right.
And I get the opportunity to tell that story,
It's amazing. I mean, all the pieces, all the songs, all the composing, everything the two of you have done and separately is just amazing. I've been, as you know, Joe, I've been a fan of yours for quite some time, and the same as Justin. And then the two of you coming together really have really hit the bell. That is for sure. Let's go to this week's. The song that you chose, of course, was "Raindrops Fall" on Stained Glass Petals. First of all, the name of the song is beautiful itself, and then your album cover. Who did the album cover or the single cover?
I did it through AI.
Oh, did you? That was cool. So, why did you pick that song for the rally?
Well, I got contacted by Stratification from Sean Stratification, and he had said, "Hey, look, I'd like for you to be the artist for Wednesday's rally. I'm a fan of a lot of your music. I really like Voodoo Mirage. Do you have something in particular that you'd like to be involved in the rally?" And I said, honestly, I'd like for it to be Raindrops Fall on Stained Glass Petals. In all the songs that Justin and I have been working on, for some reason, it just drew me in. I love the song, and I love everything we've done. But that song was really meaningful to me. And I thought it would give people the opportunity to really hear another side of Justin and myself, because it's something a little different from what we've usually done. And So yeah, I mean, it was too good a piece to just present as we have everything else. I really wanted this to be more of a showcase opportunity.
It's absolutely beautiful. So Justin, you compose first, and then
Yes.
you get Joe in on it, and then Joe, you do your magic thing with it.
Right. Justin sends me a pretty much a completed composition, and then I'll listen to it, spend some time with it, and then write lyrics and melodies to it.
So the 5 songs that you have done together, does it all tells a story? Each one of them tells a story in itself, correct?
They do. They're individual, but there's still some connection to all of them.
And this is the last one in the group.
This was the final of the 5.
It was the
that we've done
final of the
together,
5. Wow. So how has everybody been liking this song? The reviews over on Wednesday Rally.
They've been fantastic.
I was blown away by a bunch of them, of how well it went over and how it just captivated a lot of people. And again, I mean, like, I know my music isn't atypical, and so most of the time when I write, I'm just writing for me, and so it really amazes me to hear how many people like it and understand it or feel it, and it's just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
and especially to hear it.
You get
and this is
in
legitimately how Justin feels. Like, he doesn't realize how good he is. And I mean, he and I've had these conversations ad nauseum. I tell him all the time. I mean, he is, from my perspective, he's probably the most brilliant composer and instrumentalist in the community.
Yeah.
And he just blows me away with what he does, and he doesn't realize how good he is.
Oh.
And so it's really, I'm so pleased to see that everybody sees what I see. Everybody's seeing just how amazing this guy is.
Absolutely. And hearing, just, being able to sit down and listen to these songs. So, Justin, when you first, came to Joe, or Joe came to Justin with the first one that you did together, did you know then that you were going to do the 5? Was it already in your mind, Justin, planned out?
No, it was more kind of like I had finished a bunch of songs, and I was trying to figure out what I should do with them. I really liked the ones that I had, and I thought they would really fit with Joe. And I thought I was going to send him a couple to see if he wanted to sing on one of them. Right? And then he comes back and says, "I want to do them all."
Of course.
And I was like, "No way."
Yep, that's exactly how it went. He sent me a couple of songs, and he said, "What do you think of these?" And I said, "Man, they're amazing." I said, "I'd love to do one." And then I said, "Well, actually, to be honest, I'd love to do them all."
Shocker, Joe.
I was greedy. But they're too damn good.
Oh my God, they're just awesome. They really are awesome. I remember when I first listened to Dark Tower, and I think that was when, I really got immersed into Storm Kingdom's music. And then I really had to go looking to see what it was about. And then next thing I know, you've got the hymn and the other ones, and yeah. So wow, this has been a great journey for you guys.
After we finished Dark Tower, I mean, I absolutely loved the song. It's still one of my favorite songs I've ever done, and so I'm always
still blown away by Joe's vocals on that one.
Yeah. And actually, Justin, you had done Dark Tower. So there's Dark Tower just itself, and then you have the second one with Joe's vocals on it.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
And then you just went to town from there.
And the two are great standalones, because if you hear the first version, Justin did a lot of growls on it, and he had some additional stuff to it that was different from what he had done with the other one that I had done with him.
Yeah. So this is just amazing. I mean, you guys just really hit on something with your collaborations. So kudos to the both of you. I'm hopefully you got something else. Well, you do have something. Might be other things going on.
Right.
We won't say anything. So is there a message that you want your listeners to come away with these songs that you both have done together? Or a feeling?
What do you think, Justin?
I think the biggest thing I'd love for everybody to come away with is that, these are more than just songs. These are stories. They're legends. They're, and especially with Joe, he really, immerses you into this story and takes you into a different land, a different dimension. And, every time you listen to any of our music, that's the biggest thing I want somebody to do is know that they can go on to a voyage, an odyssey for that duration of the song. And maybe in the back of their mind that anytime they think about it, they can feel that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Having a bad day?
Yeah.
Go listen to Storm Kingdom and Joe Booe.
Exactly. We want it to be a sense of escapism and taking an adventure. And one of the things that I'm happy about is in a lot of the reviews, people really got that. They got the fact that it's a really detailed. Each song is a really detailed story.
Yeah.
And they hear it in the music, and they hear it in the lyrics and in the melodies, and all of that kind of takes you on a journey. And that was our whole goal.
Well, you hit the goal, and not only on top of that, you really feel it. I mean, you hear it, and you can listen to it, but you really feel what Justin it puts into composing and the music, and then Joe, when you put in your vocals and you get wrapped up in that as well, and then bring it all together. Like I said earlier, I mean, I can, I go in and I listen and I can close my eyes, and because I think I like that era too with the Vikings, everything. I don't know, maybe something like that, but it just kind of takes you away. So anybody out there having a bad day, go listen to Storm Kingdom and Joe Booe and all these, the 5 songs and on the other ones that Justin has done as well. And of course, we know Joe is all over the place. Just saying.
Right.
But Joe, you are. I mean, as well as Justin, you both are so accomplished and as individual indie artists as well. And let me ask you a question about being an indie artist. Well, I have a few extra minutes tonight. What is it about being an indie artist that you like so much?
Go ahead, Justin.
All right. For me, I love the absolute freedom, I'm not restrained by what a producer thinks or anybody else, and that's part of it too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm nothing against bands, but, that's why part of the reason too I love being a solo artist is because whatever I want to do, I can do.
Right.
I don't have to ask anybody for anything. I don't have to do anything. I just do it. And then, on top of that, I love the scene because I can reach out to Joe, Sonia, or TJ from Kill All Remaining Life. And, I can talk to them and we can collaborate. Or I can just say, hey, dude, I love your music. And, you're not going to get snotty attitudes or stuff like that. Right. And it's just, an awesome community about that.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And my experience is exactly the same as Justin's. I've been signed to labels, and they were horrible, and you're restrained. And as an independent artist, you are unrestrained. You're free to do whatever you want. And the beauty of this is, so many of us talk to one another, and even if it's just a, hey, can you give this a listen? Tell me what you think of it.
Right.
And so all of us act as sounding boards to one another, and we give each other, both positive and negative criticisms that help to kind of move the needle and make us better artists. And, one of the things I think all of us have noticed is over the last 2 years, everybody's skill set has been raised. It's like all boats are raised by a rising tide, and everybody's gotten better.
True.
Oh, yeah.
True. Very true. Yeah. I've said this before, that I think the indie community is one of the best communities that I've become part of, just being, doing this show and doing the interviews. Everybody's welcoming everybody. If, like you said, if you need something, you can reach out and they'll say, sure, absolutely, whatever it might be. So, yeah, I'm enjoying this ride as well. What advice would you give a new indie artist, Joe?
Stop at nothing. Whatever you want to do, just do it, because now is the opportunity. You have the opportunity with DAWs and all this programming software. Everything that you want to try, you can try now without having to save money to go in a studio, to have a producer. And there's so many artists that you can collaborate with. So whatever you want to try, don't be afraid to try.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. Justin?
It's pretty much about the same thing, you know. You know, and definitely, you know, collaborations I think are a must as well, because then you can expand your sound, and you're working with other people, and you start figuring out little things too of, this is how they do it. What if I take that and put it into my own music? Or I do it this way. You know, that can expand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think I would add to that, as I'm learning different things as well, don't be afraid to ask for help. Just because, you know...
Because everybody's willing.
Absolutely. And I know sometimes it's hard for all of us to reach out to somebody to ask for help, but I think it's so important to be able to do that. And if, you know, again, if at the indie community, just do it and somebody will reach back out to you. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Right.
Great place to be. Is there anything else, guys, that you would like to share that I haven't touched on? Anything you want to share with new projects coming?
Well, obviously, both of us always have things in the works. We always have new songs coming. Yeah. I know Justin's got a few more coming.
Yes.
I've got a few more coming myself.
That's awesome.
I've got a couple more collaborations on the way outside of the main ones with Sonia and Joe.
Yeah.
So
I am looking forward to that one.
Oh, yeah.
As I told you guys off air, Sonia's voice, I love her voice as well. She's really, really another great indie artist. So that collaboration, I can't wait for.
She's awesome.
She is awesome. You guys are awesome. Absolutely.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome, both of you, for joining me tonight. Justin, I know you're at work, and I appreciate you being on here. Joe, as always, it's always a pleasure to speak with you, and look forward to...
Pleasure's all mine, Deb.
You're welcome. And again, thanks, guys, and have a great night.
You too, Deb. Thank you so much.
All right. Don't go anywhere, guys. I'll be right back.
Time's a train that rolls on. People keep singing new songs, but my radio stays hooked on solid country gold. Hole number 7 and homemade wine, barbed wire posts or a fishing line. I think about the simple life where my heart feels at home. I wanna go back to my granny's land, to the dirt that got worked by Papa's 2 hands, where the shade is cast by old oak trees, over our honeybees, where my mama and my daddy still live now. There's a small town crowd, but there ain't no town. Across that river every chance I can, back to my granny's land. Papa teaching us how to press that clutch. I'm on the tractor, my brother's in that truck. Gotta make the next go round and work the day away. Praise the Lord with the rising sun, eating deviled eggs when the work's all done, telling stories of chapters gone and dreams we never chased. I wanna go back to my granny's land, to the dirt that got worked by Papa's 2 hands, where the shade is cast by old oak trees, over our honeybees. If you ask me where I'm from, I'll say way out there. There's a sign says an ornery old goat lives here, where the cotton is high and the family tree still stands, back at my granny's land. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Those were the last words I said to her when Jesus took home Betty Freeze. I wanna go back to my granny's land, to the dirt that got worked by Papa's two hands, where the shade is cast by old oak trees, over our honeybees, where my mama and my daddy still live now. There's a small town crowd, but there ain't no town. I cross that river every chance I can. Yeah, I cross that river every chance I can. Back to my granny's land. Back to my granny's land.
And as I lay here slowly dying, exposed in this open grave, my armor body drained of life's blood, better soldier than a slave, to the memories of my wife and child, only bitter tears I cry. Heroes have trampled asunder. We rose to answer the call to valor. Spilling of blood that's staining the fields, neither side willing to yield. Battling heroes, dying as one body, one his legion falls.
Welcome back to Halfway Through the Weekend. I am your host, Deb Lamata. I want to thank Justin, Star Kingdom, and Joe Booe for being my guests tonight. They were the indie artists at the Wednesday rally for this week. And I'm definitely enjoying these interviews. I'm getting less and not totally, but not as nervous, even though I think I was probably a little more nervous tonight. Anyway, I got through it. The guys were great. Great music. Oh my gosh. Please, when you get a chance, not can you, will you, do it. Go find Storm Kingdom and Joe Booe. Like them, comment, share them, stream them, find their music, buy their music, and really listen to these songs by Storm Kingdom with collaboration with Joe Booe. Awesome. And I can't wait for the upcoming collaboration with Sonia Hutchinson. I'm excited. And what else? I think that's about it for me tonight. Just really enjoyed tonight's chat with Joe and Justin. even the conversation after we went offline for a bit while you were listening to the music, they had me laughing so hard. I had tears coming. I'm rolling down. Oh, that's when I really love doing this. But I do enjoy sharing whatever I can for whomever I can. And I also go check out the finalists over on the ISSA International Singer-Songwriter Association's webpage and see who will be at the awards in August. And that's going to be some show. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I will be back on Sunday on Out of the Attic, live from Delaware. What do I got going on? I'm not sure. Just check my Facebook page. You can find R2RB Broadcasting over on my Facebook page and also on Instagram, and also over on YouTube, which is the name has now been changed over to the R2R Broadcasting name on YouTube as well. So usually I post my interviews will go through Buzzsprout, and that sends it out to most all the streaming platforms, including YouTube. Shows like tonight I don't necessarily put out on the podcast side, but I will take this and shoot this over to YouTube in the next couple of days. I got a lot I've got to get done. But anyway, that's that. Again, have a good one. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Justin. Had a great time tonight. Hope you did too. And I will be back. Find me on Sunday. Talk to you then.
Thursday night, my boys rolling the spot. Parked in the grass at the barn parking lot.
And this is Brandon Bing. Yeah, Brandon Bing, Smoky Bars and Guitars.
Boots are dragging. Drop a 10 and grab a ticket. Slide to the bar, yeah, it's time to kick it. Grab a drink, what do you say? Down the hatch with it, yeah, it's time to party. Smoky bars and guitars, 6 strings and marble menthols, PBRs and wild turkey shots, smoking neon lights in this honky tonk bar.
are listening to Real to Real Broadcasting.